My name's Kelly Smith, and this is my amazingly handsome son, Jonah Smith. I told him I wouldn't embarrass him, and I wouldn't make him talk, but I guess I didn't tell you I wouldn't embarrass you, did I? Okay. I've just been asked to share a little bit about our experience at Middle Collegiate and what it has meant to us. I have been attending here for, I can't believe this, but for about 18 years. And I became, I'm so young, I don't know how that's possible. And I became a member about 15 years ago. But I wanted to share with you really quickly just one little story in particular. About 14 and a half years ago, I was looking into adoption, and I had been told I'd been waiting a year, probably at least a year. And I was like, that's okay, I'm young, and that's okay. And I got a call about 3 days later. And they're like, could you take a baby? And I was like, yeah. And on Maundy Thursday of Holy Week of 2001, the most beautiful 7.5-week-old, 8.5-pound baby was put in my arms, who is now this giant kid here. After 3 days of no sleep and basically being in complete and utter shock at how my life had changed, there was no place that Sunday morning that I wanted to be more than here. And we sat right over here. So as you can picture, if you've been here on Easter or Christmas or Martin Luther King Day, it's packed and crazy. And I got here on time, but not early with my baby. And we were sat right over here where John and Beckett are sitting, right next to the trumpets and the piano. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a disaster. And he slept the whole time. And at one point, we prayed, and I can still remember this, and these giant tears were just coming out of my eyes and falling on him and falling on me. And until this day, I don't know who it was, but I felt a hand reach out and just pat me gently on the back. And I thought, this is it. This is where I want to be. This is my family. This is my new family. And this is all of our family. And we've been here ever since. To this day, I still, when things happen in the world, when, as Jim mentioned, after the Eric Gardner non-indictment, after Trayvon Martin, after the George Zimmerman acquittal, after all these things, there is nowhere on those Sundays that I want to be other than Middle. And there's nowhere that I want him to be other than Middle after those Sundays. I'll share with you one other little thing. When we first were coming, there was a closet, a utility closet off the sanctuary. And for those of you who were here, that was the nursery. And so in Sunday morning, they would clear out the dangerous stuff and put a crib in there. And I used to think, oh my gosh, if my social worker ever showed up, he might not be my child anymore. And so you can see the amazing things that have changed in 14 years. We have a beautiful child care center. We have a choir. We have programs for children and youth. We are so grateful for the things that Jonah's basically, you probably have done every program they've ever offered, I would guess. We're here all the time. So grateful to John Del Cueto for the amazing work that he does.
Jackie.
Oh, and Jonah saying, don't forget Jackie. So shout out to Jackie. There's so many amazing things that have happened here for kids. Now, that being said, like any family, I think there's always things we could be doing more. There are so many kids who need to know the love and acceptance of Middle. I am so grateful to Middle because in this world, we're given so many outside messages about our faith, so many negative messages about what it means to be a person of faith. And I really look to Jim and to the folks here at Middle to help me raise him in a way that he understands the truth about his faith and the love and the acceptance and the inclusion. And that's so important, and there's so much we can still be doing that way. So that is our story. That's why, did I forget anything? Do you want to add anything? No, okay. That is why this church has meant so much to us. And what can you do? What should you do? You can contribute to Middle so that the programs that are offered to youth, you know, if you have children, if you know children, if you're touched by children, you know how important this is. So I just ask that while Rachel comes and sings, that you just think about the children in your life and the many ways they can benefit from a place like this, and just give what you can to help that continue and grow. Thank you.